Hi everyone, isn't it strange? You always get one radiator getting air trapped in it. There's always one somewhere, isn't it? Our one is this here towel rail. It always gets the air in it. I wonder where it's because it's up high on the wall here. We use it mainly to dry towels on, of course. It does heat the bathroom a bit, but not as much as the double rad we've got that the camera is now sitting on and filming me. So what we're going to do, well, we're going to take the manual air valve out and fit an automatic one, and hopefully we'll take care of having to keep on bleeding the towel rail. Now this job is the same if you were doing a standard radiator. It would just be coming out the radiator, the manual valve, and you'd put one of these in there. So I'll get on straight away and show you how I do it for this towel rail. Here's my towel rail then, and you can see I've got manual thumb wheel valves on mine. Now this one did have a lock shield on, but I took it off because I would prefer to switch it off as I need it. Now both my valves are on fully for this rad. It acts like my bypass anyway. Now what we'll do in your situation, you'll more likely have a thermostatic radiator valve that side. Just set it completely around to 0. If you've got a thumb wheel valve like mine, just switch it all the way around clockwise like that till it stops. Okay, that's now off. Now on the lock shield then, once you've pulled the cap off, a pair of pliers, and all you've got to do really is just remember how many turns you've turned it before it went off. Okay, because what you've got to do is turn it on the same amount when you turn it back on. Alright, as you can see, that's just about almost a turn, just under full turn. So I'm standing up on the bath now, just to show you there's a valve. What we could do now, just to make sure it is turned off, is open the valve up and see if any water comes out. It should be nothing. Well, what's happening actually is this is airlocked at the moment. It's getting hot to about here. So because I've shut the valves off now, I can safely take this out without any water coming out of it whatsoever. We're going to open the bleed valve. Okay, so let's see what happens. There should be nothing at all, no sound of air pushing up. If it does, it means that one of the valves is not switched off properly. So get your adjustable spanner or whatever you like to use and just put it on here and turn it that way. That is anti-clockwise, looking at this from the top. Okay, and we'll just, once it's loose, we'll just come out of there, release it like so. Right, so now we get our auto valve, and this is my one, and screw it in here. And it's got a sealing washer there, as you can see around it, so we know there's nothing else to do but just tighten it in and it will be done. Okay, let's nip it up now with the grips. Well, the spanner's probably best. We're ready. I've adjusted it again already, and we just tighten it around like so. And that's about it actually, guys. The thing is now in. So back to our lock shield then, and turn it on the same amount that it was turned off. Alright, however many turns that was, do it exactly the same as half a turn, and I think it was there full turn. But obviously, as I said to you with mine are both just flat out. I've just done this to show you how yours may well be. So I'm going to put the valve top on there and turn mine both full on. There we are, mine's all in. If you want to speed up procedure and get it hot straight away, just loosen it off and let the air out and then tighten it back down again. There's no need for me to show you that, and that will be about set. So do check your combi boiler has got pressure. You should get air push up out of the valve. If not, it could be that your combi boiler pressure has dropped really low because the fact you've been getting so much air in one of the radiators, it may have dropped the level. But if you don't, that means go back to the boiler and check you've got at least 1.2 bars. Now when you've bled the air out, go back to the boiler and make sure to put it back to 1.2 bar. Alright, and then everything will be typically boo. Use with an F&E, you haven't got to worry about a thing. You just put the valve in and turn the valves back on. It's done, no worries. But just a little aside for combi boilers, and obviously don't get to turn the boiler off before you actually do any work, alright, it's still best to, it's better safe than sorry, they say. Anyway, that's about it. All my stuff, usual place, Derek and 33. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.